Third and final game between the Blue Jays and the Twins. A nice, cool, late August evening. The roof is open, and the Blue Jays are looking to take a series from a team that they should take a series from. The Blue Jays don't want to lose any more of that lead right now.
Eric Lauer, his ERA at 2.76 now in his 14 starts, 20 games overall for Lauer. And as you noted, Dan, 11 days ago was the last time that he started, and be watching him very early here to see if there are any cobwebs, because it can always be challenging for a starting pitcher that is accustomed to his routine.
And we are set to go with Byron Buxton stepping up to the plate. He digs in the box.
That's well hit, high and deep to right center field. Back in the gap is Varsho, and that is gone. And there is a leadoff home run for Byron Buxton. 7th time he's done that this season. 16th career leadoff home run, and the Buck Truck alive and well here in Ontario. It's 1-0.
That is a beautiful swing from Byron Buxton. We do not see him go the other way very often. We certainly don't see him go to right center field over the fence. But he stayed on that fastball and smoked it.
Simeon Woods Richardson,
24-year-old right-hander. He was a second-round draft pick of the New York Mets. Came over to the Blue Jays in the Marcus Stroman trade, but then to Minnesota in the Jose Barrios deal.
And just back from a stomach illness that cost him almost a month. He lost 15 pounds in the last month. 2 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Guerrero is back at first base tonight after DHing the last couple of games.
The 1-1 well hit to left field for Vlad Guerrero Jr. Martin chasing after it. He's under it. He makes the catch. So a quick inning for Simeon Woods Richardson.
Here's Davis Schneider getting a start tonight, batting 6th, playing left field. Schneider hit a home run off Simeon Woods Richardson in May of last season. In the air to left, high and deep. Martin turns and will watch it go. Davis Schneider with his 9th home run of the season to tie the ball game.
Looked like it might scrape the roof before it finally came down.
It was a 4-seam fastball about thigh high right down the middle, and he didn't miss it. He crushed that pitch. Still has that jacket on.
Yeah, don't take it off in the dugout. Davis Schneider, he's enjoying that thing.
Well, August 27th brings back some memories for Byron Buxton, especially at this ballpark. It was this day in this ballpark back in 2017. August 27th, 2017. Byron had a 3-homer game here. Already 1 for 1 tonight with a home run. Hammer to left field, and he has done it again. A line drive home run to left. So on the 8-year anniversary of his 3-homer game, guess what? Byron Buxton is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs tonight.
Have a night, have a day.
Have a career.
Yeah, have a season, have a career. However you want to say it, this man knows he can play some baseball at a high level. So fun to watch this guy play night in and night out. Just the things that he does for this ball club on both sides of the ball.
Walner is out, number 2.
So it brings up Luke Keeschel, struck out in his first at bat.
And now Keeschel with a drive, high and deep to left center field. Back towards the seats, and that is gone. Luke Keeschel with his 2nd homer, and as many nights, he has 4 now.
This is just a spinning slider that stayed up in the zone, middle in, and I think we're seeing the ill effects of this long layoff for Eric Lauer.
Brooks Lee now steps in with 2 out and 2 in this inning. And the 2-1 pitch is sent to center field on another solid ride back on the track, crashing into the wall and making another incredible grab is Dalton Varsho. This dude gets to everything. He records the 3rd out of the inning, and he just saved Eric Lauer right there. He gets up and dusts himself off. Seems no worse for the wear, but the Blue Jays certainly cooking with 1st and 2nd. So let's see what Vladdy can do. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got 2 on right now, 1 in scoring position.
And that's ball 4, and that is going to load the bases for Bo Bichette. And that'll get Pete Mackey, the pitching coach, out to the mound for a conversation with Woods Richardson, facing a hitter who has done as much with runners in scoring position as anybody in baseball this year. Bo Bichette is hitting .391 with runners in scoring position on the season. And now he lines the ball to left field. It's a base hit. And 2 runs will score to tie the game. Another clutch hit for Bo Bichette. Now 86 RBIs on the season.
He is an RBI machine, and a little bit toward the end, dropped it into shallow left field. What an at-bat.
Don't you love him in that cleanup spot with guys who get on base as often as they do in front of him?
As it's a line drive base hit into center field, a 2-for-2 night for Austin Martin.
And that'll get the number 9 hitter, Edouard Julien, to the plate.
To left center field in the gap, and that is down. That's a base hit. That's going to find the wall, and the Twins should take the lead. Martin rounding third. He is heading home. Bichette's throw is not in time. Julien to third. He slides safe. Ball gets away into left. Here comes Eddie heading home, and he will score. It's a Little League inside the park home run for Eddie Julien, and with 2 outs, the Twins strike for 2 and take a 5-3 lead.
That run's going to score. I'm not sure why Bo Bichette tried to throw that baseball home. You want to keep that guy at second base. You want to keep Julien there. And then, of course, Tyler Heineman throws that ball away, and we have ourselves a 5-3 ball game.
Buxton, 2 at-bats, 2 homers. Third look at Lauer to short. And Bichette throws high and over the head of Guerrero. And that ball lands near Audra in the camera well. So Buxton is safe. He'll be given second as the throw from Bichette never had a chance.
And things unraveling right now for the Blue Jays. All of this happening with 2 out in the 4th inning.
Twins lead 5-3. Here's Jeffers.
That's line to left field. That's a base hit. Buxton will try and score. Schneider's throw to the plate is cut off. Buxton scores, and now Jeffers in a run down. They'll chase him back, and Jimenez will tag him out there to end the inning.
But Minnesota does indeed score another run, and they get 3 with 2 away in the 4th inning. And now the Blue Jays down 6-3 as they just gave the lead back again to the Twins. So they'll have to again play the comeback game.
Davis Schneider, solo homer in the second, leads off.
And now Schneider gets underneath another one. Sky high, deep to left field. It's gone again. Pretty much in the same spot. Davis Schneider sends it into the second deck, and the Blue Jays cut the Minnesota lead to 6-4. And after the solo home run, 2 quick outs by the Twins. Jays down to their final out in this 4th inning.
And now Andres Jimenez gets into one, and it's gone. His second home run of the series, and it's a 1-run game.
Baseball's flying out of Rogers Center tonight. 3 solo shots for the Blue Jays. 3 solo shots for the Twins. 11 runs scored, and we're not even out of the 4th inning. It's 6-5.
It's up to Brooks Lee if the Twins are to avoid their first 1-2-3 inning of the night.
Now Lee with a drive into left field and deep. Back it goes, and the Twins go deep again. Robbed in the 3rd, and a no-doubter in the 5th. And the Twins have a 7-5 lead.
But he said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and just hit this ball over the fence to make sure nobody robs me.
And it's 7-5.
Clemens rips a single to right field. That's a clean rip. 10th hit for the Twins, and Lauer having a rough night at the office. It was an 0-2 fastball, and John Schneider gets a roar of approval from this Blue Jay crowd as he comes out to lift Eric Lauer from the game.
So Tommy Nance, who has been a real nice story for the Blue Jays, spent most of the year at Buffalo, but has come up in recent weeks and has a sub-1 ERA.
So now in scoring position for Royce Lewis.
Poke to right center field and down. And that stolen base from Clemens will pay off into the 8th Twins run.
With some 2-out magic.
And the Blue Jays are trying to get something going here in the 6th inning.
Andres Jimenez up in a big spot, and he homered his last time up. A high chopper off the plate towards second, and it's going to bounce into right. Schneider will score. Lucas to third. Jimenez into second. And it's 8-6.
Well, this is a misplay by Keyshaw, the second baseman. You have to understand the situation of the game. Your team is up 3 runs. You have to just corral this baseball. If you get 1 out, great. But you can't try to make this play like this and miss it. The ball goes into the outfield. Now he is opening up a huge inning for the Blue Jays.
Top of the order we go with George Springer, 2 for 3 tonight.
Twins still lead 8-6. Scored a double. They're at second and third.
He struck him out with a sweeper down and inside.
Boy, is that a big out for Cody Funderburk. Second out of the inning, and now second and third, and Barger is the hitter. In there for a called strike 3. He threw him a sweeper, What a job by Funderburk.
And the Jays strand 2.
Top of the 8th inning, 8-6 Twins. Here's Sir Anthony Dominguez. And Dominguez walks his second consecutive batters, so now there are 2 men on, and now he does have to deal with Byron Buxton.
Swing and a miss. Missed by Heineman. And the runners move up. It'll be a wild pitch. Most likely charged to Dominguez.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Buxton goes down. He chased after ball 4, the sweeper, and the Blue Jays get out of the inning. And a pitching change for the Minnesota Twins as a familiar face, Chris, is coming back into the ball game for the Twins.
Yeah, former Jay, Genesis Cabrera.
Ty France is now going to come into the game in place of Tyler Heineman. France against his former team. He'll try to get something going here. Toronto down 2 in the 8th inning. And France rips one. Left field. It's on a line and it's gone, no doubt about it. Ty France goes yard. The solo shot brings Toronto within 1 on a solo shot that went 420 feet.
That's got to feel good for Ty France. His first home run since coming over from the Minnesota Twins. He puts that home run jacket on for the first time. I don't think it fits him, by the way.
And now Alejandro Kirk is announced into the game, batting for Andres Jimenez. And that's a base hit into left. And Kirk is aboard as the tying run.
Here comes Rocco Baldelli to yank Cabrera out of this ball game.
As George Springer awaits.
Now we got Michael Tonkin coming into the ball game to try to keep Alejandro Kirk from scoring the tying run.
Way inside for ball 4. Kirk up to second. And here comes Addison Barger. He is 5 for his last 45. A guy who has had so many big moments for this team this year. Ripped to right center field. Off the wall. Kirk is in to score. Springer's rounding third, and he'll score. And Addison Barger delivers.
The hero right now, giving Toronto the lead, 9-8 Blue Jays, and that's got to feel fantastic for Addison Barger.
Well, this crowd is going absolutely bananas. He got that hanging breaking ball from Tonkin, and he did not miss it. 110 miles an hour off the bat. Missed a home run by about a foot off that wall out in right field.
Addison Barger finally getting off the schneid. That's a monstrous hit in a big-time moment.
What a wild back-and-forth game, and Jeff Hoffman is trying to put last night behind him 24 hours later. And Joe, I got to believe he is very appreciative and happy about the fact that John Schneider is putting him right back in there.
There is nobody that wants to be on that mound more than Jeff Hoffman right there, and as a manager you have to give him the baseball again.
2 outs in this inning.
It brings up the right-handed bat of the second baseman, the youngster Luke Keeschel. 2 down.
Pulled to left down the line. That's a fair ball. And Keeschel will make second base with ease, and the Twins have the tying run at second here in the 9th inning.
And Hoffman will now face Brooks Lee. Ground ball to the right side. Guerrero feeds Hoffman, and the Blue Jays win it. 24 hours after one of the toughest night of the season for Jeff Hoffman, he bounces back and picks up a save. The Blue Jays score 3 in the bottom of the 8th and pull out a victory here tonight.